We want to get to our other big story tonight. The Oregon Children's Theater is taking a drastic step later this year as they struggle to make ends meet. And the funding problems are not unique to OCT, as other theater groups are forced to get creative to try and keep the curtains from closing for good.
So we built a theater space deck basically in the rehearsal hall. And now we're having to tear it all down. What you're seeing here is obviously our move out prep. We're moving out on Friday.
Not exactly what artistic director Jen Hartman-Luck had hoped for the Oregon Children's Theater this year.
I think our community is going to be heartbroken.
Starting September 1st, all of the Children's Theater programming will be put on pause as they try and raise enough money to pay the bills.
Everything. That is going to be all of our shows, all of our Acting Academy programming, our Young Professionals programming, and all of our in-school programming. We are also launching a $1 million fundraising campaign.
Until they reach that $1 million goal, acting class for dozens of teens will end.
These are the headshots of the 50-plus young people, the teens who are in our Young Professional company.
And over 100,000 children won't get to see an OCT play. That's roughly how many kids sit in their audience each year.
We don't have a choice. We must make these decisions because we cannot keep on business as usual.
The theater's financial woes come as no surprise.
Oregon Children's Theater has been on a ride since even before COVID.
Yet the pandemic, she says, exposed the theater's vulnerable bottom line. For 35 years, they've relied heavily on donations and ticket sales.
To steal from our improv friends, it's a yes and. I mean, what the pandemic revealed for so many small nonprofit arts organizations especially was how so many of us were just held together with Scotch tape and glue sticks because we were always one show away, just one show away from being in real financial trouble.
That glue has dried up. Since pandemic years, money from donors has dropped, and so have ticket sales. Meanwhile, rent for rehearsal space and performances has gone up.
It's not fun. I feel like it's a big old kick in the teeth of like losing something so precious.
And they're not alone.
We refocused our population that we're serving away from audiences and onto artists.
At Coho Productions in Northwest Portland, they've scaled back large shows and built an artist resource center, a space people pay to use to create new material.
But we get a lot more funding from grantors and donors because they believe in the Artist Resource Center.
A Third Rail Repertory Theater is one of 3 small companies that share performance space with Coho Productions. Another way to keep costs down.
Like it really is like thinking collaboratively, thinking collectively. How do we hold each other to, all boats rise idea.
But those behind the curtain believe there's a bigger issue at play.
But the arts are being starved out and unsupported by our government.
There's been a movement away from really valuing the arts.
Where money is over and over again not given to the arts. The arts are never prioritized. Historically, they've never been prioritized, but especially now.
It is the youth of Portland that lose. It is the children of this community and generations of young people and their families who lose, they lose the really, really valuable experience of seeing stories come to life.
And I'm a theater girl at heart, so I know the joy of live performance well, and the impact it had on me as a child, and still to this day. Now, as for the Oregon Children's Theater pause on all programming, that again starts September 1st. Now, I asked them how long it would last, and they don't know yet. It all depends on how quickly they can raise that $1 million, but they tell me that's not even enough to keep them going long term. Basically, it's another Band-Aid. So when they do come back, whenever that may be, there is a chance their programming will be limited at first. They are finishing out their current season, so all summer programs will continue, and the artistic director is now looking at how she can get involved at the state level to see if those dollars can make their way to the Children's Theater stage. And we'll certainly be following those efforts. Okay, now it's your turn to chime in. We would love to hear any of your beloved children's theater memories and how you feel about the importance of performing arts. Let us know. Email us at thestory@kgw.com or call and leave a voicemail, 503-226-5090.